Good morning. As I still process everything that happened, the events of last Friday where we flipped the coin and just let go and decided to give up our dog in Tanzania, it felt like the world ended, and for me especially, having to let go of that control and watch our kids suffer the grief and the loss of this. It's been really tough to process through for me. A friend of mine yesterday, we met him in Tanzania. He was one of the night watchmen over our place, and he just was a substitute. We only met him a few times. His name is January. This goes out to you. Just was encouraging me in this process and praying for us in our journey and praying for Heidi and for my wife. And he sent me and blessed me with the song, Let It Be. And I actually have really struggled with knowing how to feel sad and how to grieve. I've been on a journey the last 3-4 years, learning how to connect with my emotions. And so I looked and I Googled how to feel sad. There's no YouTube videos out there on how to feel sad. For those of us that run from our pain, run from suffering, try to always stay one step ahead of it. If we run fast enough, stay busy enough, work hard enough, solve enough problems, we won't feel it. And Friday broke me when I gave up and we tossed that coin and I let God just determine what was going to happen. That was so tough. So I'm listening to Let It Be by the Beatles. Didn't know that when he's talking about Mother Mary, he's really talking about his mom when his mom died at 14. Just think the real pain of going through that, what do you do? And learning to just let it be. So I just this morning listened to a bunch of covers of that song and just let the tears flow of letting it be. And the crazy thing is, I can see this hope, this glimmer of things happening by people coming in and being generous and giving towards us and supporting the GoFundMe page on something that I was convinced was gone and lost and was hopeless. I just gave up. And in this process of grieving and feeling sad, and because I can't solve it, I had to literally just stop and feel. And yesterday, as my wife is going through chemo treatment, I was sitting there with her putting on these gloves of ice and on her feet to keep her hands from getting neuropathy from the effects of the terrible effects of the chemotherapy. And we're reading a book called The First Dose is Hope by Lee Warren. And in a chapter that we were about to read, we didn't even read it, he says, "Those who sow with tears will reap with joy." And it dawned on me, sowing isn't by accident, it's very intentional. And so I'm pondering and meditating through, what does it mean to sow in tears? It's certainly not just hey, those who cry are gonna, be happy afterwards. Okay, maybe there's a part of that in the release, but what does it mean to intentionally sow in tears? To tend, to care for, to be kind, to let your tears fall in a place that is fertile, that's gentle, that's soft. I don't know how to do that, by the way. Funny thing is, I can walk other people through tears a lot more easy than I can walk myself through it. So, in the comments below, let me know how you, in your trauma, in your story, in your pain, in your, we all have stories, we've all gone through it. You don't make it out of this life without paying for deep pain. What do you do to process pain, to sow in tears? I'd really like to know, because I'm trying to learn. And how do you process through let it be? I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much.